Summary of Chapter 3, Joining the Indian National Congress. 1. Jinnah's personal life and legal career. Jinnah was born into the Aga Khani Ismaili sect, a branch of Shia Islam. Initially uninterested in education, he was sent to England to study accountancy but later shifted his focus to law in England. Jinnah established a successful legal practice in India and built a famous residence in Bombay, but he was frugal in spending. 2. Jinnah, the Congress and Bengal Partition. Jinnah joined Congress in 1906, influenced by prominent leaders like Dadabhai Nauroji and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. He opposed the partition of Bengal, 1905, by Viceroy Lord Curzon, which created Hindu-majority West Bengal and Muslim-majority East Bengal. As an Indian nationalist, Jinnah criticized the partition as a divisive move by the British. 3. Separate electorates and Jinnah's leadership. Indian Councils Act of 1909 established separate electorates for Muslims, reinforcing the British position as arbiters between religious communities. Initially, Jinnah criticized separate electorates, advocating for equal treatment of all communities. However, he changed his stance in 1911, possibly to build a support base among Muslims, and eventually emerged as a prominent leader in the Muslim community. Jinnah joined the Muslim League in 1913. 4. Lucknow Pact and Hindu-Muslim relations. Agreement between the Congress and Muslim League in 1916 was aimed to promote Hindu-Muslim unity and presented a united front to the British for achieving self-government. Lucknow Pact denied Muslims a majority in Punjab and Bengal. Main winners were the Muslims of the Muslim minority provinces like UP. 5. Gandhi's arrival and early interaction with Jinnah. Gandhi arrived in India in 1915 after building a reputation as a champion of Indians in South Africa. Jinnah had earlier attended Gandhi's warm reception in London after World War I had begun. In 1915, at a reception, Gandhi called Jinnah a Mohammedan, which Jinnah did not like. In 1917, Jinnah was interrupted for speaking English in a public meeting. Jinnah was forced to speak in broken Gujarati since both Jinnah and Gandhi were Gujaratis. 6. Montagu-Chelmsford Reforms, 1918, and Rowlatt Acts, 1919. Reforms aimed for greater self-government in India. Rowlatt Acts allowed trials without juries and internment without trial, leading to widespread criticism from various Indian political groups. Jinnah resigned in protest from the Imperial Legislative Council and condemned the British policies that led to violent developments. 7. Gandhi's non-cooperation movement and Punjab violence. Gandhi launched the non-cooperation movement without Congress endorsement, calling for a strike that gained support across India. Amritsar unrest in April 1919 led to protests and riots after the arrests of local leaders. The situation escalated when General Dyer's forces killed hundreds in the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Both Jinnah and Gandhi condemned the British attitude towards the unrest in Punjab and the excessive use of force, as well as the mob violence that ensued. 8. Khilafat movement. The movement, led by Gandhi, successfully united Hindus and Muslims in a shared cause. Muslims were driven by pan-Islamist passions while Hindus sought a strong nationalist opposition to British rule. 9. Jinnah and Gandhi's conflicting views on self-government. Jinnah advocated for a more measured approach towards self-rule within the British Empire, while Gandhi demanded complete independence from British rule through non-violent civil disobedience. 10. Jinnah's disapproval of Gandhi's tactics and leaving Congress. Jinnah also disagreed with Gandhi's use of mass contact campaigns and religious symbolism, which he viewed as a radical departure from the constitutional methods previously employed by the Congress. Jinnah decided to leave the Congress in 1920, eventually focusing on the interests of the Muslim community and the All India Muslim League.